music that I need to start playing. Here we go.
Yes,
Vicious, get vicious. Da-da-da. Vicious, get vicious. I'm gonna have to come up with a song. We gonna write a song, Vivian, for
yes,
get
we will.
vicious. Well,
Mhm.
hello. Let's see what's
Hello,
going
my
on in the
friend.
room.
How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me on board.
Thank you so much for calling today. That actually inspired me to have this conversation as we've got this amazing event coming up on July 13th, the Vicious Vision Board Party. And what we're doing is we are at the mid-year point, right? Where people have already decided that they have either met their goals for the year or they have conceded to the fact that they haven't met their goals for the year. And that doesn't mean at the mid-year point that we give up, right? It means that
Yeah,
we reset our mindset and we move
ex-
forward with these
exactly.
quarter 3 and we quarter 4 goals and we make it happen. Sometimes
Yes,
all we need is just an extra push. Sometimes
yes,
all we need is a little more inspiration. Sometimes all we need is somebody that we can pass the baton to us or that we can pass the baton to that can help us get our vision moving along. I think about our new Olympiad, Miss Shakari Richardson, and how she just hits that track running. And when it's her time to take the baton, you are definitely going to get a show. And without a doubt, we are in for the win. With that
yes,
being said, we are entering this quarter 3 and quarter 4 ready to take the baton and run to come in with the win. So when I
yes,
talk
yes,
with
we
you
are.
today, I want you to take a minute to introduce yourself as a part of the marketing team. And I think what we ended up talking about today was so valuable because these are marketing questions. But I'm sure you had these questions. These are questions that came from people that you spoke with. So introduce
Yes.
yourself. Tell me a little bit about our conversation today.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vivian, and I'm part of the marketing team for Lea. Lea is my personal friend, and we are all here to help each other grow and exceed. And sisterhood is very, very important to me. So she came up with this idea, and I'm like brainstorming, trying to figure out how can I help my friend. She said, I'll put you on the marketing team. I said, no, not really. I'm not, but I just want to find a way to help, because when someone help you, you give back. You just don't receive. You have to find a way to always give back to people. So this idea, vision board party strategy planning, it's a very good idea, because there are some people out there stuck, don't know how to take the next step, and they will just keep making plans upon plans upon plans, but they don't know how to move forward. So I feel like getting to learn this project that she's working on, and talking to her today, having her explain, and I had so many questions that I felt like some other people will have about this project, so they can get a clear understanding. How will it benefit me? What is the purpose of this project? If I sign up, what would I gain from it? How do I start? What do I need to bring with me? And after the whole process, is there an after follow up with the program? So that was our discussion this afternoon, and she come up with idea, let's do this live, so some of the questions that people are struggling with can be answered today.
I love it. And those are such valid questions. One thing I do know is that some of our people will read, but if I was putting all of that, the answer to those questions in writing, more than likely somebody's going to miss that, right? Because that's a lot of information, but it's very valid information for why would I invest $97 in myself and 3 hours or 4 hours of my time on a Saturday for a strategic planning vision board party. I mean, can I make my own vision board at home? Does it require me to have to spend money? Do I have to leave my house in order to develop my own vision? What will it include if I invest this money? And so those were all such valuable questions. I wanted to take a minute to address each one of them here.
Okay.
So number one, there is an option for you to attend this either face to face at my corporate office here in Houston, Texas, or virtually on a Zoom link that you will receive upon confirmation of payment. And in both of those spaces, there's different benefits that you will have. Of course, face to face, you get to interact and network with all of the other people that are attending. As well, you will have access to the delicious lunch that is being sponsored by the Teacher Social.
Yes.
Now, for people that are attending virtually, obviously you won't get to have the lunch that we'll have. We'll show you pictures. However, there is still a perk. You will get a free t-shirt with the Vicious logo on it, and that will be in lieu of your lunch. And you have the option to either do a hard copy poster board that we will be also creating at the face-to-face event, or you can follow along as we give instructions on how to create this as a digital vision board that you will be able to have on all of your devices. So that's option number one. Okay. And question number one. Number two, what will you gain? You know, Vivian, whenever we come together, we are stronger together. And a lot of times, especially as visionaries, as dreamers, as entrepreneurs, as moms, as businesswomen, as leaders in our employment space, as corporate workers, we're looking for ways to collaborate with people safely and to be able to bounce ideas off of people to help us think more clearly and not just be looking through rose colored lenses. So this will be an opportunity to be amongst like-minded people who are excited about creating a vision. They say
Yeah.
where there is no vision, the people perish. And to write the vision and make it plain. So this will give you an opportunity to write your vision, to think about your vision, to spark and inspire your vision, and to develop those ideas on something concrete, this poster board that you'll be able to go back and refer to, that you can use as daily affirmations. Okay. And
Yes.
then another question that you asked was, what will you get when you get there? So upon arrival, everybody will have all of the materials that they need for poster board vision boarding. Okay, so we will provide the magazines, the scissors, the glue, the decor, stickers, poster boards. If you want to add other beautiful things to it, we will have, some of the different teacherish type things, letters, um, trim for your board, options for additional bling bling on the board. And this will give you an opportunity to really personalize this and make it your own. The agenda for the day will include 3 10-minute speakers that will be speaking on the topic Get Armed, ARM, Get Armed, where A talks about actualizing, R talks about realizing, and M talks about monetizing. How do I get armed? I actualize, I realize, and I monetize. And so you will have an opportunity to hear expert speakers, Raja Bilal, Shalyn Ruiz, and of course, yours truly, Lea Rutherford, talking on the topics of actualize, realize, and monetize. Okay?
Okay. So, I would like to ask another question.
Yes.
So, you talked about vision boards. So these are handmade. You use your hand and create this vision board. What about those people that are just want to do it like a PowerPoint, want to do it online? Because if some people might create this vision board and it get lost somewhere, but when you have it digital, you can go back and look at it and be able to forward it to people. How would that come in place?
So the strategy that I am going to be sharing in this particular vision board party is old school, primitive, cut and paste, looking through some magazines, dreaming, being able to put your hands on things and get them a little dirty when it comes to building out, planting the seed for this vision, or continuing to layer the vision that you've already begun working on. So think about it. If you want to plant a pretty flower, a lot of times you need to take time to dig in the dirt, till that soil, move it around, put that flower or that seed in there and get a little dirty before that flower becomes beautiful. And that's how I look at this vision boarding. We definitely have the option to do it digitally, but I like the poster board. It's actually in a space in my bedroom where when I roll over and look at the wall, I'm looking at that vision board, and it keeps it in my face every day. The concern about it being digital is that I may open that app, I may not. If it's not my screensaver, I might not see it. And the goal is to keep your vision in your face every day, because then that begins to continue the spiraling of the I heard in the book, I can't call the name of it. It's going to come to me as soon as I say this quote. The universe conspires to bring your every desire to pass. The Alchemist, like I said, it was going to come to me as soon as I said the quote. The universe conspires to bring your every desire to pass. And the way that that can happen is when you have a vision in front of you. Think about the amazing thoughts you've had, and then you go back to try to remember that thought. And 2 weeks later, a week later, a day later, what was that thought? What was I thinking about? Ooh, ooh, ooh. It was such a good idea. And then you couldn't remember it, right?
Yes.
So the goal is to get your hands a little dirty while these thoughts are flowing in this like-minded space where we're strategically planning. We're planting seeds about getting armed, actualize, realize, and monetize. And then as that's happening, the vibe and the energy that's going to be in that room is going to be all about developing a vision. And many times, because this is allowing you focus, they say where focus, where energy, where focus goes, energy flows. Where
Mhm.
focus goes, energy
Flow.
flows. So
Yes.
we're going to focus, and that's going to create some amazing energy that we're then going to affirm over our boards. And we're going to determine in our minds where we will display these boards that will allow us to constantly interact with them, to add to them as needed, and to continue to build out our dreams, visions, and goals.
Okay. So another question. So when you come into this vision party, the person needs to have brainstorm the ideas of what it is that they want to work on, or if the person have no idea but they have a list of things to choose from, is there a point at this session that you give them the time to figure out which one can they create that vision board on?
That's an excellent question. And absolutely. So the agenda will go something like this. We'll have the purpose for the event and a little bit about the norms and the strategies for just what you said, for pulling this all together. Okay. And then we'll have 30 minutes to start the process where they can start pulling it together, just kind of dreaming like a 5 year old again. Right. And then we will talk about some concrete actualizing, like, what does it mean to actualize? What does it mean for me to actually come to the place where I am visioning what it is that I desire for my life? Do I take the time to do that? Have I taken the time recently? Or have I just kind of gotten used to the everyday comfort zones and stopped dreaming, which is very common for us as adults? Then realize, like, what do I need to do to bring that thing into my reality, so that it's in my hands, it's tangible, it's actually something that now is pliable, it's something that I can touch. And then once I do that, how do I take that thing and now make money? What can I do to monetize my vision, my gifts, my goals, dreams, and desires? And we will be sharing strategies. 30 minutes of vision boarding, 10-minute actualized speaker. 30 more minutes of vision boarding after the actualized, then a 10-minute realize speaker, and then 30 minutes of vision boarding after the realize, and then 10-minute monetize speaker. And that is to build the mindset around getting armed and being vicious and living out your dreams, your goals, and your visions.
That's a very good idea. And the last question I have is, after this July 13 and 10 a.m. session, and someone, could you elaborate how someone can continue to follow up with the vision board planning if they
That
need more help?
So I love your foresight. As we were talking today, I know you and I, once I added you to the team, never had a chance to go into details. And I love that you've been sharing this with people who have come to you with quality questions. And then you yourself have come to me with these quality questions. Yes, there will be an opportunity to get direct coaching on bringing your vision to life. You can get direct coaching on strategies for how to execute this plan. Now, this is cute on paper, nicely decorated, probably blinged out, color themed, and all of that. But once we've done that, now what do we need to do to actually get armed, to actualize, realize, and monetize our vision, goals, and dreams?
Okay. Well, thank you.
Well, did I answer your questions?
Yes, you did. And
Very well.
very clear. And I hope this has cleared up some questions that some other people might have. Thank you so much for explaining. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time on this Sunday. I know it was spontaneous, and I was like, hey, let's jump on live. And you were like,
Yes,
okay, cool.
yes. I'm
So
glad.
thank you so much. I know this is a family day for me, a family day for you, but
Yeah,
you honored my request, and I appreciate and respect you for
you
that.
are
Uh,
welcome. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everybody that joined, and take the time to exploit this option, and you will not regret it. So, if you have any more questions, you can type it on the chat box, and she will answer them too. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful Sunday.
Absolutely. All right, out there in Facebook land and YouTube land and LinkedIn land and all the places that this will land. I look forward to seeing you all in our virtual and face to face sessions. And I look forward to igniting your vicious vision. God bless you all on this Sunday.
Thank you.